Hey guys, 40 here. So, literally after recording all of the feedback for the closed beta and them giving us a weapon for Glenn as a reward, I just saw a tweet that was actually retweeted by Rem, who owns Dissidia DB. We have an official release date. September 7th, 2023. So this is 23 days earlier than the placeholder that they put on the iOS store. So we now know when this game is coming out, guys. September 7th, get ready because Final Fantasy VII evercrisis is going to be coming out officially, and they're also going to be implementing those changes that were discussed in the closed beta feedback. All right, guys, now I'm officially signing off. I'm super excited. Thank you again for watching. What's up, everybody? 40 the Broadway Saiyan here, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel with another news update on Final Fantasy VII evercrisis. We have some more exciting news in regards to the game, courtesy of the official Twitter. So first off, we have a CBT report. Nearly 90% of those who responded to our survey gave us either a 5-star or a 4-star rating for overall satisfaction. This is great because that means it shows a large interest in this game, especially as they are trying to hype us up even more with all the different tweets that they've been tweeting out before this game launches. So despite the CBT having bugs, survey respondents answer that they definitely want to play or want to play upon the full release. And we can see the photo here. So as you can see right here, we have 40% people said that it was a 5-star, 47% was 4 stars in terms of the overall satisfaction, and then so forth, being 1% only for a 1-star. So that's really good. That is really, really good. And in terms of interest to play the game, we have 78% for people that definitely want to play. I'm definitely one of the 78%. And then we have 12% that just want to play it. And then 9% for those that want to play it if certain points are improved. And then we have only 1% for those who do not want to play it. So this is awesome. This is very, very good feedback from everybody. And I'm really excited to see how they're going to be implementing some changes. We also have another exciting piece of news. So because of the high praise for the closed beta, excuse me, they're going to be giving us an additional 5-star weapon upon the release of the game. This is going to be for Glenn, who I didn't know who he was in the beginning when I was playing this and streaming this, but he is one of the main characters for the storyline for Soldier. But we're going to be getting his Apology in Hell 5-star weapon as a gift on the time of the release. This is their thank you to us for participating in the closed beta, for those of us that got to, and also for giving the closed beta high praise despite all the things that, you know, were a little bit quirky with it. So this is very, very good. And the last thing that I wanted to show you guys here is they actually gave us the report on the closed beta test. So the report of, like, you know, the feedback that we gave. So they covered 3 topics regarding closed beta test player feedback, responses regarding story dungeon content, and responses regarding battle. So we're going to take a look at the overall comments from the players. So impressive graphics for a mobile game. I totally agree. Able to fully feel the FF7-like world. I agree with that as well. It's favorable that players can enjoy the FF series stories. And then there is also great music. Now, there is some feedback here that I wanted to cover right here. So small buttons and text result in poor user experience navigating menus. I agree with that. The menus were a little bit clunky to navigate. That was feedback given not only by myself, but also some of my other fellow content creators that were making content on this game, as well as some of those of you that have played the closed beta and spoke to me on my Discord. We all share the same sentiment that, you know, the navigating the menus could definitely be improved, and then there was not enough enhancement materials and stamina, which makes it hard to enjoy the game. Definitely agree with that because I really enjoyed playing the game. So if we had more of that, really, really good that they'll be able to implement something to fix that. So this is something that they're going to be adjusting in terms of that. So there's going to be UI adjustments. So it looks like there's already going to be fixes for the official release based on the feedback we gave, which again, this is great. Great that they're being very transparent about this. They're going to remove the limit on stamina tonics and also removal of the maximum number of stamina boosts. That's awesome. And they're also going to adjust the type and amount of materials required for various types of growth. So they are making improvements based on that, which is awesome. And we're going to go ahead and go on to the feedback and the fixes for the responses regarding the story dungeon and content. So overall, players said that the story is easy to follow. I agree. It was very easy to follow. It was very nostalgic too for some of the games that they covered that we had already played. The stylized low poly models are very high quality, which I've been praising the polygon models very, very highly as well. The new original story is awesome because it's new content. It's new story that we've never seen before. So it expands on the lore and on the story for Final Fantasy VII. And the balance of nostalgia and novelty is great. So overall, a lot of praise in terms of the story. 97% of the respondents rated the story overall as very enjoyable. So it looks like they don't really need to provide any fixes to that. Instead, they give us a thank you, which was the 5-star weapon for Glenn that we're going to be getting. And then regarding the battle. So I do have some things that I have to say about the battle. The production and graphics were good. Definitely agree. Looks like they were taken from FF7 Remake. They were fast-paced. Auto mode is comfortable to play in. I have issues with auto mode, but we'll get to that after I read this. Coming up with strategies is fun. Battles were long and monotonous. I don't know. I'm cool with longer fights, especially if they're hard. 'Cause I like a challenge personally. Running out of time was stressful. I agree. I don't like how the battles were timed. To me, that's an element that you don't really need in there. If the fight's already difficult, I think that's a challenge enough as it is, but timing it is kind of like, not sure how I feel about that. Unable to defeat strong enemies despite exceeding the recommended power. I did have some issues with that too. Maybe not as nearly as much as others that got farther than I did. And unable to participate in co-op due to limited. Yes, I totally agree with that. The limited time period and it was only available for like an hour or something. I was not a fan of that. I don't know why co-op is gated to a specific time and a specific length. I definitely agree with that sentiment. Another feedback that I wanted to give is the AI is way too smart. I come from a game that I used to make content on called The City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, which is still a great mobile game, by the way. One of the things about that game that I really enjoyed compared to other games that I've played is the hardest content you had to play manually. There were very rare instances where you could auto through it, but the AI was not smart enough to the point where you could just get through the hardest content in the game. You still had to play manually, and there was just something about that I enjoyed. It gave me a nice nostalgic old school feel because I came from playing turn-based RPGs like Final Fantasy IV or 2, which on the Super Nintendo was my first RPG, and I loved turn-based combat. So that's something that I loved, and I thought that the AI for evercrisis was way too smart to the point where like I was just watching the gameplay itself. And I know some people are okay with that, but me personally, I wanted a little bit of challenge, and I wanted to be able to actually strategize manually. That's just me personally. But that's some of the feedback that I had to give. Let's see the planned adjustments here for the combat. Content difficulty adjustments. Okay, they're going to be reassessing recommended battle power. They're going to extend the time limit. Okay, so there's still going to be a time limit. Again, I don't really feel like that's needed, but they're going to be extending it, which is a fix. It's to me, that's not really like a complete solution, but at least it gives us something to work with. Removing the time period limit to participate in co-op. That is amazing. Okay, that's great. So we have more access to co-op, which is great for those of us that want to stream this game. We want to play with our viewers. We don't have to wait for a certain time of the day for the co-op to be available. It's just there. And they also are going to be making battle UI adjustments. So overall, I love how they're taking the feedback that we gave for the closed beta. They're taking it seriously. They're making changes already to make the game experience even better. And as we get closer to the official release date, whenever that is, and when the game finally does come out, hopefully as they continue to collect feedback from us, they will be implementing more and more changes. But all in all, this is great news. I'm very excited for the upcoming release for this game. Again, don't forget to check out the playlist for Final Fantasy VII evercrisis on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check out the other videos that I've already made for this game. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share it, and comment down below what you think so far about how they're handling the changes that they're going to be making for Final Fantasy VII evercrisis. Thank you guys again for watching. This is 40 the Broadway saying signing out. Stay blessed, everybody.